the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Silver and Black. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Right to the air is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From midfield, here's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
It's complete to Cole. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 25-yard line. Darnold now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Nice little juke. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Again, he finds more. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr punching it in from a yard away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history to making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. Well, now how about this return? And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at the 31-yard line. Now Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers that move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to look deep for more. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their 25-yard line. To throw is Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met man on the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That stop by Neil Farrell. He got home and finished the play off. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Darnold from the red zone now. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. A carry for Foreman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off of play action, Darnold rolling to his right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, now Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 46 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Darnold throw complete there to Thomas.
Here we go.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Foreman. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll look to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. LaVisca Chenault, 32 yards. And the Panthers are back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Devontae Adams to the field again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw his Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the front.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown in his first half. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's Foreman. And he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Darnold. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And he fires one incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfrow. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with a touchdown grab for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A 10-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Foreman. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders continue to pull away here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know how to like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers about ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On the draw, Bolden. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now on 4th down here, that pass
It's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Darnold to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Carolina. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Darnold.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Foreman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold, and that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his third field goal in the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
46 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
Touchdown Raiders! Look at 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
That's caught by Waller out left side.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Bolden. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Bolden. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Bolden, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs.
91 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, 34 yards. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Darnold, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. They run the counter. Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try to pull his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora chipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. This is Shenault on the receiving end. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Now Darnold. It's caught. It's Shenault again. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To the air again, Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. On first down, it's Darnold. And the ball is knocked out. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Carr to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Darnold.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
On first down, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
It's Crosby, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Darnold's throw into the hands, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a full return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw, Darnold. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Carolina.
Darnold on 1st down. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 23 yards on the play.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive.
And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carr going to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Carr again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Darnold now to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
And this one too low. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.